Sujay and I moved out to the West Coast from New York City in 2019 because, well, we were craving a change. We wanted adventure, a simpler life, and to be surrounded by nature. And we got it. All of it. And then some. In 2020, we took the plunge and bought a tiny house we found online. We drove 4 hours up north to check it out. It had been a feature build on the TV show Tiny House, Big Living. It felt open and spacious, even for a tiny house. We even scored an incredible rental spot on a farm nestled on Wapato Island, surrounded by an organic herbal medicine garden. Our dreams had officially come true.
So hi, here is the virtual tour of our tiny home. I am standing at the front door, and as soon as you come in, you're greeted by Sujay working on some stuff. So once you come in, you're facing this area. Here's our front door. And then we have a closet behind that curtain with some of our clothes and some of our plants up there. Kind of see them up there, doing all right. Into the bathroom. Or composting toilet. What? Composting toilet? What? That's right, composting toilet. Showers in there. Sink. So here's our kitchen. And then we got a little college-sized fridge, which is, more than enough for us. Here's our living room area, where Georgie is demonstrating how comfortable it is. Over here, we have a kitchen island. That's where Sujay is working. We have a boat heater over here, keeping us nice and toasty on this wet Oregon day. And up here, see this over here in the middle? That's the counterweight, which is connected to our bed up here. So our bed is up top, and we pull it down using counterweights. Okay, back there, you could kind of see our backyard area. We got a goat pen out there, chicken pen. Yeah, it's just a rainy Saturday day.
I wish I could tell you that everything was perfect from that point out, but life is life, especially during the pandemic.
The plan is to put up some chicken wire today to build the second chicken fence. Apparently 2 dozen chickens are coming in. Then I think we're gonna get the apiary started too at some point tomorrow. You gotta bury 2 dead chickens.
Initially, we were blown away by all the beauty around us. Georgie, our dog, who we rescued all the way from Manhattan, got to roam free. The other farm dogs all fell in love with him. It was dog heaven. We were surrounded by quail, chickens, goats, ducks, pigs, cats, and even some snakes and rats.
Here's 1 year later in our tiny house, maybe a little over a year. We're starting with the kitchen, I think as we did last time. Got some paintings up there now.
But living in a wildlife preserve comes with its own set of challenges. Internet? Spotty at best. Water pressure? Don't get me started. And if the pipes weren't frozen, we were dealing with power outages.
Well, this tour is less vocal than the last one. A lot less to say. Figure seeing is all you need to do to figure out where we're at these days. So this is an update a year later. We're still alive. I guess that's all you need to know. We somehow survived, and I'm not going to show you the bathroom. That's what a year looks like.
It became a challenge to film our everyday life when everything felt like a scene out of Life of
I
Pi.
don't know where to start with what the difference is between these years. There's just a lot of shit has gone down, and it's either you get that or you don't get that.
CJ and Jeff here in the building with us today.
What kept us going was creating. Without our regular jobs, we leaned into local markets and used every square inch of the space we had. We tried out everything: painting, macrame, tufting, you name it. We even tried creating YouTube videos back then that we never published.
Action.
Hi, who wants to learn how to make dishwashing soap easy?
Leaving the tiny house was vital. We did our best to escape the farm when we could. Those trips off the island were the highlights of our week. After 2 long years, we realized something important. We just need more space. Living in 200 square feet with 2 people and a very energetic dog taught us a lot about our limits. And let me tell you, wildlife can become a little too wild sometimes. From non-consensual duck courtship to quail cannibalism, and yes, even goat incest. And let's just say we learned the hard way that reliable Wi-Fi is not a luxury, it's a necessity. If I'm being honest, we wouldn't live in a tiny house full-time ever again. At least not as a couple. For a single person, maybe. For us, it's better suited as a vacation retreat or a rental property. The tiny house still lives on without us. It's found new owners and is currently parked on another nature reserve in Canada. Tiny house living is not for everyone, but it was an adventure we'll never forget. Would we do it again? Probably not. Moving from the grind of New York City, where your neighbors' Wi-Fi names are more familiar than their actual faces, to a tiny house in the middle of nowhere felt like diving headfirst into a different dimension. Talk about an ego death. Suddenly, I was faced with all of my flaws, limits, and a whole new set of skills I didn't know I needed. Like how to fix urine diverters, or peacefully coexist with a very opinionated goat. But here's the thing. We didn't just survive, we adapted. I learned I am capable of changing and living in ways I never thought possible. I discovered that life isn't about finding room to store your stuff, it's about finding the space to grow as a person. And now I know, no matter where I am or how much square footage I have, I can build a life that works for me. Thank you for watching. If you had your own tiny house experience, tell us in the comments. Did it work out for you? Please don't forget to subscribe for more honest stories from our life experiments.